Welcome, welcome. Yes, I did miss yesterday. I came late yesterday. Well, let's just get started on the Bible reading right now. So right now we're on Numbers 24, chapter 24, and I think the last thing I read, I think the last thing was a lot of the people seriously are rebelling against Moses and the others, and I really don't understand what happened. But let's just get this started with Numbers 24 chapter 24, verse 1. By now, Balaam realized that the Lord. Oh, it was about Balaam. I was thinking of another chapter. Okay. By now, Balaam realized that the Lord was determined to bless Israel, so he did not resort to the division as before. Instead, he turned and looked out towards the wilderness. Oh, what's that? I'll look into that later. Where he saw the people of Israel camped tribe by tribe. Then the Spirit of God came upon them, and this was the message he delivered. This is the message by Balaam, son of Bor, or Ber, the message of the man whose eyes see clearly, the message of one of them who hears the words of God, who sees a vision from the Almighty, who blow, who bows down with eyes open wide. How beautiful are your tents, O Jacob! How lovely are your homes, O Israel! They spread they spread before me like a palm groves, like like gardens and the riverside, like gardens by the riverside. They are they're like tall trees planted by the Lord, like cinders beside the water. Huh. Give me a second. There we go. I had gum in my mouth. Water will flow from the buckets from the offspring. They have all they need. Water will flow from their buckets. Their offspring have all they need. Their king will be greater than Agon. Their kingdom will be exalted. God brought them out of Egypt for them he was strong as the wild logs. He devours all nations that oppose him, breaks their bones in pieces, shoots them with arrows. Like a lion, Israel crouches and lies down, like a lioness who dares to arouse her. Blessed is everyone who blesses you, O Israel, and cursed is everyone who curses you. King Blaka flew into a rage against Balaam. He angrily clapped his hands and shouted, I called you to curse my enemies. Instead, you have blessed them 3 times. Now get out of here, go back home. I promise to reward you richly, but the Lord has kept you from your reward. Balaam told Blaka, or Blaka, didn't you remember what I told your messengers? I said, even if Blaka were to give me his palace filled with silver and gold, I would be powerless to do anything against the will of the Lord. I told you that I cannot say only what the Lord I could only I told you that I could say only what the Lord says. Man, it's really difficult for me to read right now. Now I'm returning to my own people. But first, let me tell you what the Israelites will do to your people in the future. This is a message from Balaam. Deliver. This is the message from Balaam, son of Bor, message of the man whose eyes see clearly. The message of who he hears is the words of God, and whose knowledge from the Most High, whose who sees a vision from the Almighty, who bows down with eyes wide open. I see them, but not here and now. I perceive them. I perceive them. Him. But far in the distant future, a star will rise from Jacob. A speculator will emerge from Israel. They will crush the heads of Moab people cracking their skulls of the people of Seth. Edom will be taken over, and Seir, its enemy its enemies will be conquered, while Israel marches in triumph. A new ruler rise in Jacob, who will destroy the survivors of Ir. Then Balaam looked towards the people of Aklam. Deliver this message. Aklam was the greatest of the nations, but his destiny is destruction. Then, then he looked towards the Canaanites and delivered this message. Your home is secure. Your nest is set in rocks. But the Canaanites will be destroyed when the Asherite takes you captive. Balaam concluded his message by saying, Alas, we cannot survive unless God has willed it. Ships will come from the coast of Cyprus, then will be oppressed by Irsa. I think it's supposed to be ancient Syria, and afflict Amber, but they too will be utterly destroyed. Then Balaam left and returned home, and Balak also went on his way. While the Israelites were camped at Asha Grove, some of the men defiled themselves by having sexual relations with the local Moabite women. The women invited to attend sacrifices to their gods, so the Israelites feasted with them and worshiped the gods of Moab. In this way, Israel joined the worship of Baal, Pur, causing the Lord's anger to blaze against his people. The Lord issued the following command to Moses: seize all ringleaders and execute them before the Lord in broad daylight. So his furious anger will turn away from the people of Israel. So Moses ordered the Israelite judges, each one of them must be put to death, the men under the authority who has in who join in worship of Baal appear. Just then one of the Israelite men brought Medadite women into the tent right before the eyes of Moses and all the people and everyone who was weeping at the entrance of the tabernacle. When the Philistine son of Iris and son and grandson of Aaron, the priest who saw this, he jumped and left the assembly. He took a spear and rushed after the man into the tent. The Philistines thrust the spear all the way through the man's body into the woman's stomach. So he pledged against the Israelites, who stopped, but not before 24,000 people had died. Then the Lord said to Moses, Philistine's son Ezra and the grandson of Aaron, the priest, who has turned my anger away from the Israelites by being as zealous among them as I was. So I stopped so I stopped destroying all of Israel as I had intended to do with the Israel's anger. Now tell them that I am making my special covenant of peace with him. In the covenant I will give them this descendant and permanent right to priesthood. For the zealot for me, this his God, he purified the people of Israel, making them right with me. The Israelites killed a man with a Medadite woman who was named Zerah, son of Sul, the leader of the family from the tribe of Simon. The woman's name was Cosbi or Cosbi. She was the daughter of Zur, the leader of the Medadite clan. Then the Lord said to Moses, attack the Medadites and destroy them, because they assaulted you with deceit and tricked you into worshiping Baal of Pur. And because of Ser Cosbi, my mistake, the daughter of Medadite leader, who was killed at the time of the plague because of what happened to Pur. After the plague had ended, the Lord said to Moses and Ezra, son of Aaron the priest, from the whole community of Israel, recording the names by all the warriors by their families, lest all the men 20 years old or older who were able to go to war. So then the plains of Moab beside the Jordan River across Jericho, Moses of Israel, the priests issue these instructions to the leaders of Israel. List all the men of Israel 20 years old or older, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. So this record of all the descendants of Israel who came out of Egypt. These were the clans descended from the sons of Reuben, Jacob oldest son, Herodite clan, named after the ancestor Horich, and Paradite clan, named after the ancestor Po. The Hezrah clan, named after their ancestor Hezor, and Carmenite clan, named after Carmite. These were the clans of Reuben. Their registered troopers were 43,730. Palu was the ancestor of Elaba, and Elaba was the father of Nilmu, Dadith, and Abriam. This Dayath and Ariam are the same community leaders who conspire with Korah against Moses and Aaron, rebelling against the Lord. But the earth opened up its mouth and swallowed them and with Kura, my mistake, and fire devoured 250 of their followers. This served as a warning to the entire nation of Israel. However, the sons of Korah did not die that day. These were the clan's descendants from the sons of Simon and Judah clan, named after their ancestor Jamul, the Jemadai clan, named after their ancestor Jami, and Jekadai clan, named after their ancestor Jechan, and Zuriah clan, named after their ancestor Zuriah, and Shiladai clan, named after their ancestor Sol, or Soladai clan. These were the clans of Simon. Their registered troops were 22,200. These were the clans descended from the sons of Gael, and the Zebrai clan, named after their ancestor Zephron. The Hedadite clan, named after their ancestor Hedi, and the Sudagite clan, named after their ancestor Sudi. Ozadite clan, named after their ancestor Ozidi, and Ira clan, named after their ancestor Uri. The Orbadite clan, named after their ancestor Oridi, and Eladite clan, named after their ancestor Arali. These were the clans of Gael. Their registered troops were 40,500. Judah had two sons, Era and Onama, who died in the land of Canaan. These were the clans descended from Judah's surviving son. The Saladite clan, named after their ancestor Shelah, and Perizite clan, named after their ancestor Perez. This Zaradite clan, named after their ancestor Zerah. These were the subclans descended from the Perizite. The Herozites, named after their ancestor Herazon, and Herulite, named after their ancestor Helam. These were the clans of Judah. The registered troops number 76,500. These were the clans descended from the sons of Ezra and the Toradite clan, named after their ancestor Tola, and the Pudadite clan, named after their ancestor Pula, and the Jobadite clan, named after their ancestor Shulahab, and Suranora clan, named after their ancestor Suranon. These were the clans of Izra, and the registered troops numbered 64,300. These were the clans descended from the sons of Zebulun, and Zeradite clan, named after their ancestor Sereth. The Edomite clan, named after their ancestor Elon, and Julida clan, named after their ancestor Julia. These were the clans of Zelaba. Their registered troop numbers were 6,500. These two were the descendants from these two clans were descended from Joseph through Meshach in Edom. These were the clans descended from Mesa. The Muradite clan were named after their ancestor Mordecai, and the Gileadite clan named after their ancestors Gileadai, Mar- Mordecai's son. These were the subclan descendants of the Gileadite clan and the Edomite clan, named after their ancestor Ezra. The Helekai clan, Hittites, named after their ancestor Helekah, and the Israelite clan, Israelites, named after their ancestor Israelite, and the Shemalites, named after their ancestor Shemachah. Then the Shemadites, named after their ancestor Shemadai, Shemadah. The Hepherites, named after their ancestor Hefer. One of the Hefer's descendants of Zolophadala, no sons had no sons, but his daughters' names were Morala, Noah, Hodala, Mechika, and Tisera. These were the clans of the Meshadai registered troops, numbered 52,700. These were the clans descended from the sons of Izrama in the Henabaladai clan, named after their ancestor, the Shulethala in the Urpakai clan, named after their ancestor, Berka, Berka, the Tamahala clan, or Tahanai clan, named their ancestor the Tanaha. These were the sub-clan descendants of the Shenwadai clan and the Irmadai clans, named after their ancestor Iran. These were the clans of Iram. Their registered troops were 32,500. These clans of Mesha and Iram were all descendants of Joseph. These were the clans descended from the sons of Benjamin. The Budalai clan, named after their ancestor Bela. The Ashabalai clan, named after their ancestor of Ashabal. And Hiradite clan, named after their ancestor Hirai. The Shurafamite clan, named after their ancestors of Shuraham. The Hudaham clan, named after their ancestor of Hudaham. These were the subclans descended from the Besalai. The Uradite, named after their ancestor Adar. And the Namadai clan, named after their ancestor Namadai. These were the clans of Benjamin their registered troops numbered 45,600. These were the clans descended from the sons of Dan. The Shuddite clan, named after their ancestor Shuddaham. These were the Shuddite clans of Dan. Their registered troops were numbers 64,400. These were the clans descended from the sons of Asher. The Imadai clan, named after their ancestor Imadah. The Ishavite clan, named after their ancestor Ishavai. But Harbarai clan, named after their ancestor Buriah. These were the subclasses descendants of Buriah. The Heberites, named after the ancestor Heber. And the Muckalite clan, Muckalites, named after their ancestor Mukkala. Asher had a daughter named Surah. These were the clans of Asher. Their registered troops numbered 53,400. These were the clans descended from the sons of Nephitil. The Jezreelite clan, named after their ancestor of Jezreel. The Gudadite clan, named after their ancestor Gudonite. The Zerahite clan, named after their ancestor Zerah. And the Shulamadite clan, named after their ancestor Shulamith. These were the clans of the Nephthite. They were the registered troops numbered 45,400. In summary, the registered troops of all of Israel numbered 601,730. Then the Lord said to Moses, divide among the land the tribes and distribute the grants of land portion by the tribes, proportions, the portions of the tribes of the tribe's population as indicated by the numbers of names on the list. Give the largest tribes more land and smaller tribes less land, each group receiving a grant portion of each size of its land. But you must again assign the land by lot and give land to each ancestral tribe according to the number of names on the list. Each grant of the land must be assigned among all of the large and smaller tribal groups. This is the record of the Levinites who counted were according to the clans of the Gershonite clan, named after their ancestor Goshanan, and Kudadai clan, named after their ancestor the Kudath, the Mironite clan, named after their ancestor Mironi, the Libanite clans and Horbanite clans, on the Moladite and the Mushadite and the Korahite. Korahites were all subclasses of the Levanites. Now, Korath is the ancestor of Amaram, and Amaram's wife was named Jochebed. She also was a descendant of Levi, born among the Levanites in the land of Egypt. And Aram and Jochebed became the parents of Aaron and Moses and their sister Miriam. To Aaron were born Abinu, Israel, and Edomor. But Edadobah, and Halabu died when they were burned before the Lord, the wrong kind of fire, different than he had commanded. The men from the Levites who were 1 month old and older numbered 23,000. My mistake. But the Levinites were included in the registry of the rest of the people of Israel because they were not given an atonement of land when it was divided among the Israelites. So all the results of the registry of people of Israel as conducted by Moses and Israel and the priests of the plains of the Moabites besides the Jordan River across Jericho. Not one person is listed on this list had been among the listed in the previous registration taken by Aaron and Moses in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord had said to them, they will die in the wilderness, not one will survive except Caleb son of Jedemah and Jacob son of Noah. Oh man, that's a lot of clans. That should that kind of gave me an idea how many people actually are in each clan. 24, 25, 26. Yeah. Oh man. It went from where we left off last time, which was the king trying to curse the Israelites. And the guy basically said, I can't do that because I only do what the Lord tells me to. And he basically just got over and said, fine, go over there. And then he told them, like, hey, you got to be careful because the Israelites, they're about to do something big. There's a person in the future that's going to destroy you, other people, the Ashadai, are basically Syria and other clans. So get ready, or you're going to be on a whole nother level. And then which was the second one was the people were basically defining themselves with the Moabite women and were doing other stuff. And oh man, the Lord must have been pissed again because now he had to basically fix what they were doing. Ugh. And then he named all the clans. So basically, after what happened with the man, and he basically put a plague on the on the people, and then they had to recount all the people that did this thing, and yeah, now they had to recount all the clans again to see what actually ended up happening because of the plague that the Lord brought upon the people. Man, I did not realize it was going to take this long because I heard from people saying like, "Oh, it takes them like 30 years to go from here to here," and I'm like, "Okay, but that distance is like very short, so I don't know why it took them 30 years unless they were stopping a lot." It's like, "Oh yeah, no, they stopped a lot. Why? Oh, well." Let's see. They complain about this thing. They complain about this thing. This man fell in love with this woman. Something that it's against the Lord, doing the no behind his back, and yeah, you kind of see how why it took 30 years. They were nonstop complaining. This person decided to sleep with women in another clan, even though the Lord specifically said, "Do not sleep with any other women from any other clan outside of Israel." You Israelites are Israelites, so you can have kids with each other with each clan. But if you go out and search up for a Canaan woman, then that's going to be a problem. And then here comes a man. Oh, I found this woman down the street. Mind if I date her? What is she? She's from that place over there, Kenya. You know that king that tried to kill us earlier, trying to curse us, trying to put us in basically hell. Oof. That's a big oof right there, my guys. Yeah, but other than that, it seems like it's bleeding up into something big. And numbers, we're actually halfway done already. So I'm curious what's gonna happen in this part after the whole thing with God and having to recount all the people again. Ugh. But other than that, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.